Welcome to our 2024 year in review. Let's take a journey through the biggest moments that shaped our world this year. Buckle up, because we're about to unpack a year that felt like it was shot out of a cannon, looped around the Earth twice, and landed back in the cannon slightly singed, a little disoriented, but somehow still standing. From groundbreaking scientific discoveries to political rollercoasters that would make a theme park designer blush, 2024 truly had it all. So, grab your beverage of choice, settle in, and let's dive into the whirlwind that was 2024. First up, let's talk science, because 2024 was a year where reality seemed to outdo science fiction. Remember that persistent rumor about room temperature superconductors? Yeah, that was confirmed. And then promptly used to create things we haven't even named yet. And if you thought that was big, scientists also made a significant breakthrough in understanding the aging process. Turns out, it's not just about wrinkles and forgetting where you put your keys. This wasn't just about adding years to our lives, but life to our years, potentially changing how we approach healthcare forever. Now, onto the political landscape, which, let's be honest, resembled a particularly chaotic game of global chess this year. We saw unexpected alliances form, long-standing treaties tested, and a whole lot of political posturing that would make a peacock blush. Remember that election in mention a specific country? Nobody predicted that outcome. And the fallout? Let's just say it made for some very interesting international relations. It's enough to make you wonder if anyone actually knows what they're doing. Spoiler alert, they probably don't. Moving on to the world of sports, where 2024 delivered its usual dose of nail-biting finishes and awe-inspiring feats. We had the Winter Olympics in host city, which were, thankfully, not plagued by any geopolitical scandals this time around. But the real highlight was undoubtedly mention a specific sporting event and its underdog story. This was a victory for the history books, proving that anything is possible with enough grit, determination, and probably a healthy dose of luck. Culturally speaking, 2024 was a year of contradictions. On the one hand, we saw a resurgence of interest in traditional art forms and crafts, proving that everything old is new again. But then, on the other hand, we had, well, let's just say a specific, slightly bizarre cultural trend from 2024. Look, I'm not here to judge, but if you told me a year ago that this would be a thing, I probably wouldn't have been that surprised, to be honest. It's 2024 after all. Now, for the environment, a topic that's been known to induce a fair bit of existential dread. But amidst the doom-scrolling, there were actually some genuine glimmers of hope in 2024. Remember that massive climate summit that almost fell apart? Well, somehow, against all odds, they managed to reach a groundbreaking agreement. Of course, the hard part is actually implementing it. But hey, let's take our victories where we can get them, right? Plus, a specific environmental achievement gave us a much-needed reason to feel optimistic about the future. Technologically speaking, 2024 was like stepping into an episode of Black Mirror, but with slightly less dystopian fashion choices. AI continued its relentless march, infiltrating every aspect of our lives, from our homes to our workplaces. Is it amazing? Absolutely. Is it slightly terrifying? You bet. But hey, at least we haven't had a robot uprising yet. Although, if they're listening, I for one welcome our new robot overlords. The global economy in 2024? Well, imagine a roller coaster designed by someone who just discovered caffeine. It was a wild ride, with unexpected dips, sudden surges, and more than a few moments where you just had to close your eyes and hope for the best. Remember that whole thing with mention a specific economic event? Yeah. Nobody saw that coming. Economists were left scratching their heads, which, let's be honest, isn't exactly a new look for them. 2024 was a year where voices rose, demanding to be heard, and reminding us that the fight for equality and justice is far from over. From the streets of New York to the steps of the Capitol building, people mobilized for a wide range of causes. We saw movements gain momentum, demanding action on issues like climate change, racial justice, and gender equality. These weren't just hashtags or trending topics. They were real people fighting for real change. On a lighter note, let's talk entertainment, because 2024 gave us plenty to distract ourselves from the impending robot uprising. We had blockbuster movies that broke box office records, streaming shows that had us glued to our screens, and songs that dominated the airwaves. And then there was the wild Grammy Awards scandal. Because what's a year in entertainment without at least one completely bonkers story that makes you question everything you thought you knew? Finally, let's end with global health, a topic that took center stage these past few years. The good news is, researchers continue to make strides in the fight against Alzheimer's disease. However, new health challenges also emerge, reminding us that the journey to a healthier world is an ongoing one. The key takeaway here: wash your hands, get vaccinated, and maybe invest in a hazmat suit. Thanks for joining us on this journey through 2024. We hope you enjoyed this recap of an extraordinary year. From the awe-inspiring to the downright bizarre, 2024 was a year that kept us on our toes, reminding us that the only constant is change. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content.